Okay, it's almost night. I started recording when it's almost night. It's so annoying. So, the last group to go in, and I'll be interrupting this story. There we go. 1, 2. There we go. Gosh, I hope that's not too close. Let's go sleep. The last group to go in was the Providence County Sheriff's Department, and all this is happening at the same time. It was coordinated. So, hold on. Well, I'll just keep talking. So, they head in to Wilberforce Wyatt's house, the group that is being played. Others are attacking or raiding the main bunkhouse for the people that live on the grounds. You know, I thought I had more than that. But these people are supposed to hit. So I want this area over here as well. So, but I want to stay back far enough. Okay, tell you what we'll do. Go ahead and tear some of this out. We'll take it to the edge, sort of. We're trying to regrow these trees a little taller. Ooh, haha. So we can maintain the trees, yet horses and stuff will be able to go underneath them without much problem. So anyway, they're heading in. They've got the sheriff himself, Tomlinson, Joseph Tomlinson. This doesn't work either. Yeah, because then the fence line can go. Take a jig here. Actually, let's go ahead and... Dang it, wrong thing. So they've got Tomlinson, the sheriff, main sheriff. 1, 2, 3. Let's do this. I'm terraforming, but I'm trying to keep my terraforming to a minimum. So they break into Wyatt's house. They hit the first floor. Nothing really down there. The kitchen, the place where Wesson was murdered, the basement door, essentially. Dang it. We're going to expand this quite a bit. So they're like, let's head upstairs. Let's go ahead and close this off. Oops, missed one. 21 left. That probably won't be enough. Oh yeah, well, it'll be enough for this little spot. They head upstairs. Once again, Amberlynn is in the lead, heading up the steps. Bless her heart. So she's the one who actually sees a woman. There's a woman right around the corner there. The woman's like, hi. She said, oh no, don't hurt me. What's going on? And Amberlynn is very professional. She tells the woman to get down. No, actually, she fell for the woman's feminine wiles. Her character's a male, of course. There were no police women in this time period. Okay, we're going to have to fill this area in before we move on. So, the lady casts a spell, Zap. Amberlynn gets zapped again, with all shriveled up. This is the same lady. Crumb, we don't have any more dirt. Alright, we'll have to try to improvise over here. Let's pull up dirt from here. This is kind of ugly. Anyway, so she gets zapped. She's knocked unconscious. They run up. They find her. The lady has already fled. Whoops, that's not right. Some dirt in here. Then Wilberforce Wyatt shows up. So he starts to write words in the air. Very strange and supposed to be very creepy. It kind of was. It was kind of creepy. Where are we actually coming down off of this thing? We could diagonalize it all the way over to here. I think that's a great idea. Let's see what that gives us. These words hurt. Every time there's this little like pulse of some kind of power, they're injured. So they open fire on them. Hey, who can blame them? I would have done the same thing. Doesn't hurt him. Doesn't do any damage to Wilberforce Wyatt whatsoever. That's gonna work right there. And then let's do a straight line here. Fill that in. I'm gonna need more dirt before we can go much further. They try to gun him down, but he is immune to gunfire, apparently. What? They keep trying. They try for what feels like a very long time. Ben's character flees, runs out of the room. Shoot. Wow, that took a lot more than I expected just to get this little derpy area over here. Let me make some more fence, and I'll be right back to finish up what happens here. So one guy runs. Ben's character takes off. He's like, no. You know, I would be too. He runs into the room, finds the woman, orders her to stop, still gets hurt by the pulsing thing. The other guys have fled. Just takes off. No, and so he ends up jumping out a window. Hurts him really badly. The sheriff manages to get away. He is flipped out. He's screaming for fire, dynamite, that there's witches in there, all kinds of stuff. And they pretty much end up, he ends up ordering the house blown up, which is what eventually happens. Now, meanwhile, Pawtucket police have secured the Tunnel of Terrors, so they take their injured man back. They bring Milo James back because they need to know, what's going on, you know. So Milo takes him into the Tunnel of Terrors. Actually, Bricker showed up too. Damn it. And they all show them the spot where the secret passageway is, where this trapdoor that opens up down into the caves below. They busted open. They had crowbars. Pawtucket police were armed with crowbars because that was one of their jobs, was to get into the Tunnel of Terrors, open her up. There we go. Alright, next we're going to do torches, and then we'll do the interior fence, and then we will call it for now. I have to do some major terraforming over there, so we'll figure that out. I'll probably figure that out at a later time. Anyway, so in they go, into the Tunnel of Terrors. They go down through the track. Milo shows them, Milo James heads them to the main cavern, where they find Wilberforce Wyatt and that woman talking to a couple other men. The NPC, they had a couple NPCs with them too, so they call for the man to halt. Wyatt says something to the other men, and then he and Abigail Foreman essentially flee. The other guys are, of course, the zombies. They fight them. One of the NPC cops gets badly hurt. He's like, I am outs. The other one, they first go to where the cage is. There's nothing there, of course. They've already rescued people from there. Then they head for the they head back to the main cavern towards the area with the ghouls to show them where the entrance is through the grave. And all of a sudden there's a rumbling noise and a creature the size of a subway train. Dang it. Okay. So I don't have enough dirt to fix this correctly. Because I want dirt there and I want dirt there. That'll do. A Chthonian shows up and they flee. They're like, what the what? We are outs. So they take off running. They get to the grave, but the Chthonian is very close behind them. Smith had stayed behind. The NPC cop Smith stayed behind to try to, quote, slow it down. Or I'll hold it as long as I can. Which, you know, wasn't long. So they hear him scream. They hear him fire bullet after bullet. Then he screams and is gone. They get out through the grave. Milo's being very brave. Amberlynn is playing her character as a hero, which is really cool. Kind of suicidal, but cool. So she won't leave without the cops. The thing attacks and manages to drain her and Jones. Or she's playing Milo James. Her and Jones pretty good. He passes out and it just pulls him down into darkness and death. She actually manages to get out of the grave. They run away. They run towards the sea conch. Because she remembered Sanderson talking about some guy who was chased by a giant worm and then hid in the river for the night. So, yeah, that happened. Here, we'll do this from the top. Like I said, this isn't done. I got to figure out how to get it over this hill. But I think that's going to be more work than I want to do today. We're almost done with this story, so... So... They end up... they recommend that the caverns be left and dynamited. Boop, boop. Which is what is done. Most of the carnies are caught. They actually end up catching most of them. Wilberforce Wyatt escaped. The strongman got away. The few others escaped. A few were killed. Horse Waterbaugh, no. Fillmore Waterbaugh actually threw a cobra at cops and they just gunned him down. The Great Navarro actually, tried to knife a bunch of cops, throw knives at him, they gunned him down. But in the end, the carnival is shut down, and yeah, there we go. That's most of it. So, yeah, and that's how we ended the scenario. So thanks for watching, everybody. As always, I appreciate it. I'm going to stop here recording. I'm going to do the rest of this off camera, because I'm probably going to have to fiddle with this quite a bit, because I want this hill to be where there's going to be a house, but I also have to have the fence line probably attached to the back of it or something. I'm not sure yet. But we do have a fence line. I will light this whole area up. This is going to be our horse ranch. Oh, we can do one last thing before we go. I apologize for how long this all took. I usually don't do this much when I don't show this much terraforming and stuff, but I kind of wanted the process. And I also wanted to tell you these Call of Cthulhu stories. So, thanks for watching, everybody. As always, I appreciate it. And I will talk to y'all next time.